What's up everybody, my name is Timo and I've been obsessed with persuasion. I started learning about it, first started learning about, types of personality. And that way if I can mimic, your type of personality, you're gonna like me more and stuff like that. And it started like that a couple of years ago. I bought like 12 books on personality types and I started reading those and, I improved. And one of my friends, it was already night. I was living in Anchorage, Alaska. We were driving around town. I felt like we were on a scavenger hunt because we tried to buy something, but all of the stores we went to didn't have it, were closed or something like that. It was really a long drive. And we talked about, he was driving, I was sitting on a shotgun seat, and we talked about, he mentioned, hey, I think I'm pretty persuasive. And I just smiled and looked at him and he looked with one eye at me. I was like, yeah, that's because you don't know who my mentors are. And he was like, please explain. So I did taught him a little bit about persuasion, and I want to share one with you because everybody's like, well, Timo, what about, all this stuff, marketing, I don't use this, I don't have business, whatever. So I was like, I can talk about persuasion, but it's a long topic, complicated thing. You have to understand a lot of things. And then I was thinking, what if there was a one sentence persuasion course? And guess what? There is, and I know it, and I'm gonna read this one sentence to you. So it says, people will do anything for those who can encourage their dreams, justify their failures, ally their fears, confirm their suspicions, and throw rocks at their enemies. So each of those, there's like 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? You can turn into one sentence persuasion. When your best friend tells you, oh yeah, I understand how you feel, it's frustrating for me as well. Well, he's allying your fear. He's persuading you, or confirm your suspicions when people tell you, I bet you're thinking, oh, this is too good to be true or something like that. He's confirming your suspicion. Justify the failures. I love using this one. I was like, don't worry, it's not your fault. I love that one. It's like, oh yeah, it's not your fault. You did best, it's not you. This system is broken. So the system is broken part is throwing rocks at their enemies, not your enemies, their enemies. So myself, well, Timo, I don't have any products, I don't have business, I don't want to sell stuff. So give me an example I can use in real life. So I will. So there's this one girl I kind of like, and I've been texting her. I want to, get to know her better. But every time I approach her, outside in a club or something, her friends come in front of her and be like, no. And honestly, it pisses me off. So I was like, I have to do something about that. So I was like, well, maybe once they get to know me better, they'll actually let me talk to her. To the friend, no, it did not happen. 3 months later, still did not happen. So I'm really upset right now. And the friend texted me, hey, I wish we could, hang out. And I was like, well, yeah, we could, but your friend did not allow you to hang out with me. And then I made her friend an enemy. But I was like, I don't want to make her friend an enemy. So I have to create a persona for a bad side of her friend, because her friend's not a bad person, she's just overprotected. So I was like, I'm gonna use that overprotective side of personality of her friends and make it an enemy. So I actually have a name for just that side of person. It's Medusa. So that friend of mine, the girl I'm texting, and me, we don't like Medusa. We like everything else that person has to offer, but that Medusa, overprotective part of the friends, we don't like it. So what I'm doing every time, I'm blaming Medusa for everything that's wrong. So we are together throwing rock at the enemy because she wants to hang out with me as well, but she can't because of the Medusa. So that's how we throw the rocks at the enemy. And we actually, I made a couple of jokes on Medusa's behalf. So that's like one thing we have in common, and she likes the jokes and she actually tells the jokes as well. So like we have a common enemy, which is the Medusa. So one day we were in a nightclub and I was like, hey, do you wanna get out? And she's like, yeah. And she said hi to her friends. I asked her, hey, did your friend give you permission to go out? And she's like, did you see me ask for permission? And I was like, damn. The one she said, did you see me ask for permission? I know I won. So what happened over there is that I confirm her suspicion is that her friends are sabotaging her. I allayed her fear because she thought that if her friends kept, protecting her, that she would lose on me. And that's what I said. I'm like, hey, that's actually might happen. And then I throw rocks at her friend, but not the whole friend, because I still want them to be friends. So I had to isolate the bad part, the part we don't like about her friend, and gave it another identity. I'm probably gonna make another video about that a good side, which you don't like, should have an identity, and bad side should have identity. You can do that by having your good photo of you and what you like about yourself written on the side, and you give it a good name. And then you can have a bad photo of you, maybe when you're a fat or messy hair or something, and what you don't like about yourself, and give it a bad name, an ugly name. So whenever you do something you don't like, you blame the ugly, fat, stinky version of you. Maybe you have like a long beard or like a messy hair, or your nails are wrong. Whatever you don't like, you make sure that the person with the habits you don't like has it. So you can blame that person and like distance yourself from that. But like I said, that's another topic. So I just like took that and like twisted it a little bit, and then like, well, the encourage their dreams part I don't have, but you don't have to use all 5. You can just use one, and using that one is good enough. And usually it's either justify the failures, which is honestly one of my favorites, and throw rocks at the enemy, but not yours enemy, their enemy. If I say, hey, well, I blame Mark Zuckerberg, and you don't care about that, then I look like a bad person for throwing rocks at Mark. But if you have an enemy or person you don't like, and I don't like that person either, then we are best buddies now because we hate the same person. That's my second favorite. And then of course there are justify the failures. Like I said, my number 1 favorite, ally their fears, confirm their suspicion. If you think there's a thing called Illuminati, then if I tell you yes there is and I can prove, then you'll like me more. And then justify, encourage their dreams is that, hey, if I can do something to like encourage your dream. Like I tell my friends, hey, I'll be your biggest cheerleader. Like I was their biggest cheerleader even before I knew this, but after this, like, hey, definitely. Like I checked my videos from like 2016 and 17, and I often use the sentence, hey, I believe in you, a lot. Like I use that sentence a lot. I was like, this sentence has like been in more videos than any other. Like, hey, I believe in you. Like when my friend was doing pull-ups, like, yo, I believe in you. I bet you can do it. I'm the biggest cheerleader. So that's the first thing, like encourage their dreams. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit short and kind of on dating advice, but it's not. It's just an example. You can use it in any other topic. So remember, people will do anything for those who encourage their dreams, justify their failures, ally their fears, confirm their suspicion, and help them throw rocks at their enemies. You only have to do one of those, but if you do more, even better. So if you like this video and you want to see more, subscribe. I post 1 video per day, and tomorrow will be my 1-year anniversary since I started publishing videos on YouTube. And if you don't want to wait for tomorrow to watch another video, then there's more than 215 videos already published. And if you want to get notified for when I post new videos, you don't have to come back and check every now and then you can click the little bell button, and then you'll become part of the notification squad, which gives you extra perks so you can be proud of yourself for being part of the family, and also get notified every time I post a video, which I plan on doing every single day. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.